Hey guys, I'm Rob from iTech Pickers, and tonight I want to talk to you about a very important subject. It's the coronavirus outbreak in China, and the point that I want to make is that you should know that it's much worse than what is being reported right now, either by the Chinese authorities or the mainstream media, the fake news media. Um, right now, the last numbers that I got is 4,100 people infected and about 110 people dead. And these are the numbers from the Chinese regime. Uh, of course, you cannot trust the Chinese regime on giving you reliable numbers. China is a secretive country with a communist government, and of course, like everybody knows that whatever they're saying officially simply is not representative of the truth. Um, you know, I would say at first glance, I would. It's safe to assume that if they say that there's a 4,000 infected people of the coronavirus, there's probably 40,000, and that's a very conservative assessment. Now, I believe there's more than 100,000 people infected in China, not only in Wuhan, because look, uh, before the regime decided to quarantine Wuhan, where this virus has started, they told the people of Wuhan 8 hours in advance. All right, and that was before the big New Year celebrations that they have in China. So it's estimated that there are 5 million people who left Wuhan from the moment that they said that the city was going to be quarantined. So all these people left, and a lot of them were already infected. So they did bring the virus to other parts of China, and now we see Chinese people coming from various parts of China into like the United States, Canada, Japan, Thailand. Now they all have cases. All of the countries have cases, um, and one of the reasons for that is that you can be infected with the virus and not have any symptoms. And now at the airports, they will check you for fever. So if you don't have fever, you are clear to go. But you can be infected with the coronavirus without having any fever or without having any symptoms whatsoever. The symptoms can take from 1 to 15 days to appear. But the problem is that you can infect other people without having any symptoms. So now, how many people are infected right now? It's really, nobody really knows. And of course, the regime in China is going to downplay this. Now they have like most major cities are on a total lockdown. It said that there are like more than 50 million people in China who are quarantined. But I mean, why would the government do that for 4,000 people? There are that's because the government knows that there are way more people infected than 4,000. Uh, you know, I would I would say right away it's at least 40,000, but my estimate is 100,000, and many other experts are saying that there's more than 100,000 people infected. Okay. Um, so that's and there are probably more people that have died right now than 110. That's the people, old people have died in their homes, and they're not being accounted for. So we're talking, there's certainly more than 1,000 deaths right now. And probably like tomorrow or in 2 days, the official death toll is going to get to at least 4,000. And that's the numbers that the regime is going to give us, which means that it's much higher than that. And 4,000 people, that's more than the World Trade Center attack. So it is important. And a second thing that people don't think about is the economic impacts of this pandemic. Um, like today, there was a tumble in the S&P, the Dow, in the stock markets. Oil is taking a big drop. I think it's now down to $52 a barrel. And of course, you're gonna see more of a tumble as the real news comes out. So uh, the big gains are gonna be made in the safe haven instruments like gold. Gold has already gone up and is expected to go up significantly with this news, and a lot of analysts were expecting a big tumble in equities, and I think this is the time it's gonna happen. The S&P 500, the Dow, the Nasdaq. If I were you, I'd get out and I'd probably go into gold, silver, platinum. These are some of the safe haven assets which are going to gain significantly during 2020. Um, but this is the thing. The fake news media, which is in line with those big finance guys like George Soros, and they don't want you to know uh, about how bad it's gonna get with that pandemic, because of the impact that it's gonna have on the stock market. They want to keep you in the frying pan for as long as possible until that big tumble happens. So don't be careful, guys. Be careful, guys. Be careful for your health, but also be careful with your investments, and don't let the mainstream media, the fake news media, uh, keep you from being informed. And I'm telling you, uh, you know, I'm pretty sure about this. It's much worse than it is. And we've had a pandemic 100 years ago in 1919, 1918, 1919, the Spanish flu, and 40% of the 40 million people died as a result. So if we have a similar pandemic now, which is the time, because it's been like 100 years, uh, 40, 50 million people dying, it's going to have a really big effect on the economy. So think about that. So that's pretty much all I had to say about this. I'm gonna keep you informed on this. I will make more videos as the situation develops. Um, but I be careful, and of course, I encourage you to subscribe to my channel and like this video if it's been helpful to you. And I will see you soon.